What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a couple box openings, starting with the YT-2400 light freighter from Star Wars X-Wing 2.0. I missed the last couple expansion releases of X-Wing because they were reprints of Imperial and Rebel stuff that they'd done a lot, stuff that we already had, and it was just all the same stuff, and they were kind of redoing starter kits, and I didn't feel like it's worthwhile going into. But I've always wanted a second YT-2400, and so I'm glad to be able to pick this up. So without further ado, let's get into it. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Alright, let's get into it. Let's open this bad boy up. There we go. Handy dandy knife. Apparently it's not as sharp as it used to be. Alright. See what we get. Now the neat thing is that they have a scum symbol on this, and I looked into it a little bit because this was supposed to have scum cards, but they might not be the actual like play cards. They might only be like the cards that they get that I don't like. The pre-made cards. Okay, so we got the model there. Nice, got the blue on there, which is kind of plain. They've done better engine glow, but I do like the paint job with the rest of it. So on the old one, the turret moves. So this turret's not moving, so that's unfortunate. They didn't make that the same. The paint job's definitely a good part about it. You get your big base. See how the peg goes. It was nice to check out the peg. See how straight it is. It's not straight at all, because it never is. There. It'll sit straight, and that's the thing you want it to be able to do, is sit straight, because then at least it looks good on your board like that. Right? So there. Alright, let's see what we got here. They've given us 2 chits. So maybe they are giving us scum cards. So that's kind of cool. 2 chits, 2 different dials. Get dash Rendar. During the engagement phase, you ignore the effects of obstacles that you are overlapping. And sensor blackout is the ship's ability. When you perform a primary attack at range 1, you roll 1 fewer die. While you defend at range 1, you roll 1 fewer die as well. Yeah. And then it has Lebo. After you defend or perform an attack, you may spend a calculate token to gain 1 calculate token. That's kind of cool. And then you got Lone Wolf. They changed these. They made them a lot bigger. Bigger writing. They've changed the way they look. Lone Wolf, proton torpedoes, heavy laser cannon, Lando, hotshot. I think hotshot gunner, veteran turret gunner, rig cargo chute, and the Outrider title, which is the most important part, which is while you perform a primary attack at range 3, roll 1 additional attack die. When you perform an attack that is obstructed by an obstacle, you may change one of the defenders' evade results to an eyeball. So that's alright. I feel like that's a change. I feel like that's new. But maybe I'm wrong. The Outrider title. It's the most important part. So it does have a spot for you got a couple pre-done loadout cards. which are you got Dash and Lebo, but you also got Scum versions of them. So there's different abilities for the same with the Rebel version of Dash. So it looks like they're quite different. I don't like these preloadout cards because I feel like they take away the spirit of X-Wing, which was to build your own lists. I feel like that's a little bit of a sad change that they've made. But here, let's go through them and see. So the and you don't even get a Lebo. You don't get a Lebo card in here, which is kind of funny. You get Lando, but you don't get a Lebo crew card. But there is a Lebo crew card on the pre-loadout one. So for Scum Dash, you get after you gain a red token as a result of moving through or overlapping an obstacle, you may transfer that red token to a friendly ship at range 0 to 1. Same sensor blackout. You get Mercenary, which I don't believe is a card we have. After another friendly ship at range 0 to 2 is destroyed before it is removed from the play area, transfer one of its green tokens to yourself. You get Seeker Missiles. Lebo, which is after you repair a damage card, you may perform an action on your action bar. And Outrider, you automatically get Outrider, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, and same, they all get. I think they all get Outrider. They all get Seeker Missiles. Some of them get Mercenary, but some of them get Efficient Processing, which is after you perform a calculate action, gain a calculate token, which is usually pretty good. And then you got the Lebo abilities, which is at the end of the engagement phase, you may spend a calculate token to acquire a lock on enemy ship range 2 to 3. That's the Scum one. And then you get, after you gain a red token, this is Dash on Rebels. After you gain a red token as a result of moving through overlapping obstacle, you may transfer. So it's basically the same thing, it looks like. Yeah, you get the same abilities for a pre-loadout card for Rebel and Scum. I don't know. I just don't know about it. Like, I don't know about this whole pre-loadout thing. It just seems... Plus, they made a card that you can't sleeve. Like, they don't make sleeves this size, guys. So you can't protect your cards. Again, it's just AMG. I just don't know about them. Like, I just don't know. I think they were the wrong people to give these properties to. FFG did such a great job for such a great time, and I just don't know about it, unfortunately. But and you know, we get the cardboard, but you don't get any. Like, they forgot about the generics. Like, you don't get secondary copies of the generic pilots. So the only way to get those is a conversion kit, which would be way too much money and way too much stuff that you don't need. They give you 2 pilots. That's it. I really feel like X-Wing is in a bad spot because of what AMG's been doing. It's unfortunate. The expansion is really cool, and I can play it the way I've always played 2.0 because that was, you know, better days. But I don't know if this is worth people picking up. You're getting all these preload cards that you can't sleeve. You're getting no generic pilots. Not that you want to play generic pilots with this ship because Dash is just so good. And you don't even get pilots for Scum. Like, there would have been more cool is if they made this Scum and Rebel, truly Scum and Rebel, and gave you new Scum Dash cards that you could use in a regular game instead of a preload game. So that's just my thoughts on that. And like I said, you can't even sleeve these cards because these preload cards are too big to be sleeved. So that's, you know, really disappointing. You can't even put these in a binder. There's no binder that makes pockets that big. I don't know. Guys, tell me what you guys think. It is what it is. This is where AMG's been going. The model looks great. The paint job looks great. And it's nice to have another YT-2400 because that is one of my favorite ships. Shadow of the Empire is one of my favorite games, and this is some cool stuff. So I do like it, but I feel like a lot of people are going to think that it's not really worth picking up, which is just another reason to not play X-Wing, which is unfortunate. But tell me what you guys think. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. That's all for now, folks.